It's another litter. It's 2 litters out here, boy.
Now I
16
don't need no
dogs.
more dogs, man. I'm good. That
I,
one, that's it. I'm
I
done.
got. I'm saying I got 2 more litters out of that same stock from came out. 16 dogs. Boy, I'm trying
I
to get
need to
rid of it.
start. I need to start breeding mine. To be honest with you,
Let me know.
I need to start breeding.
Let me know. It's right there where you at. You in the right place. Let me know. I got. I'm in the circuit now.
All right,
So,
we'll get it popping soon. We'll definitely make it happen.
dog, it's too easy. Trust me. It ain't nothing. It's nothing but some money.
No doubt, no doubt.
Trust me. It's easy money too.
Hey man, let's hey, welcome everybody. Welcome YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. I haven't got that on. I got that connected now. Hey man, welcome. This is Goochin. This is Goochin. It's your boy Minus Maturity.
It's your boy Gooch, man. You already know.
Hey man, it's time to get at it, man. Man, it's been a minute, man. How you been, my brother?
Hey, man, I've been cool, man. I've been chilling like a villain, man. I've been working hard, man. I'm finally back off of my excursion around the country, man. It's time to get back to family business and all that. So I'm back on deck, man.
No doubt, no doubt. Y'all gonna see more of us. See more of this dynamic.
Yeah,
Hey
man.
man, I did a show the other day, man, about the image or the substance. And you know what I'm saying? Like I really want us, and I know you will say you was interested in doing it too. I'm like, well shoot, let's do a part two. I feel like that's kind of a touchy and a very needed type of discussion, man. When it comes to people really understanding what you're getting involved in when you get in a relationship. You're not getting involved in a relationship based off of the model of I gotta have
Yeah.
uh the wedding, all the guests, the music, the dancing, and
Hmm.
the guy that I want. I made him up when I was in junior high school and high school, and me and my friends talked about exactly what type of guy. That's like the image, but when you get out here in the real world, you make real world decisions and live in the real world. You gotta learn to understand the substance of what you're dealing with.
Right, right, right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So hey, we could chop it up. We can set it up the same way that I had it set up yesterday. Yesterday I had the set where we discussed the image first, then we discussed the substance,
Uh-huh.
then we discussed the reality, and then we can do our closing remarks. So some you down with that, or you got other things in mind?
No, it sounds good, bro.
Let's rock and roll then. Let's rock and roll. Hey, the first thing we're gonna talk about first, I'm gonna let my man lead the way. Is we're gonna discuss the image
In
portion
junior
from
high
the male
school and
and
high
female
school, and me
perspective.
and my friends talked about exactly.
My fault. Say
No,
it
you
again,
good.
man.
You good. I be doing the same thing. You good, my brother.
Shit's
I
on
got
me.
two phones over here doing the exact same thing.
I'm on the laptop, on the phone. I ain't just on the show, Just give me a second here. Say
No,
that
you good.
again, man. My dog is like trying to jump on me. I got 3 things going on right now. So you said I didn't hear what the last thing you said. You said I'm gonna let my man do what
I'm gonna let
exactly?
you lead the way on the discussion of the image portion of the on the when it comes to a man's view of the image. Like, what are the things that we used to look for that as an image? Like, what was the things that you used to look for that what I'm saying you was already pre-selecting that you was looking for that you ain't had no business pre-selecting? And also, I want your opinion and mindset when it comes to um the image that most women partake in when it comes to what they be manifesting up when it comes to the whole relationship marriage transformation.
Okay, so yeah, so basically, man, I was just talking to my dog Q about this earlier, which is funny. When I was talking about, when I met my wife or whatever, just let me know if I'm drifting off, because I'll go off into some other shit. But
No, you good. You good.
much like me personally, like I say all the time, I've been in a couple of relationships, like serious,
Right.
like 7 years, 3 years, 5 years, and then this relationship. And I was always looking for, on the outside looking, you're looking for looks for first of all. You're like, hey, I want, the, I don't know, stripper body type chick or whatever, sexy woman, whatever the case may be. But attractive is fine. That's subjective, so everybody's different on that. But I think personally, I'm looking for more of a person who's real versus, me, I'm not all about drama, if you
Right.
know what I mean. Like, and then the mindset, like our grandparents and older people, they had women had their role, which is not a bad thing. It's like, what I've started to notice lately is like the roles are starting to be a bad thing. Like women say they want to be everything, like I'm the man, I'm the woman, I take care of everything. That's not really a good thing because everybody should have a role in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking for a woman. When I was looking for a wife, I'm looking for somebody who knows their role. Not saying as in know your place, which is a whole nother thing. I mean, know your role. Like you have a role. I'm gonna bring the money in to a certain extent. I'm gonna handle certain things. You need to handle certain things. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't.
So pretty much when it came to image, you was just literally just looking at the outer shell of the person. You really weren't too much focusing on the interior at the beginning.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
I never even thought about what I was just going into about roles and are you a good, can you take care of the house? Are you good at managing business? Are you good at blah blah blah? I was just looking at, I want a bad bitch if you want to be honest. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Whatever that means, you know what I mean? Whatever that might mean in the scheme of things. That's what I was always looking at. But I never thought about, the other aspects of a woman, because I've had plenty of women that were nice looking women, but they were crazy as hell. They
Right.
didn't have good credit. They didn't have their shit together. They had issues from past relationships. They didn't know how to deal with life.
Right.
Um, you can't look at the outer shell and say, hey, that's everything. You know what I mean?
I dig it. I dig it. Hey, man, like I agree with you. Like most of us young guys when we was growing up, everything was just literally just the shell. But
Yeah.
that's the thing for us is like, for one, this is why I think I try to get women to understand is men, we never naturally even go into looking for a wife or to even get married. We
Right.
looking to get some poon. You know what I'm saying? We just trying to dig you out. That was all
Exactly.
that is our nature of who we are when it came to the image of what we're looking for. It's to hunt, to capture, and to conquer. That was it. Like women at the beginning stages is looking for, you know what I'm saying? I want a husband. I want a husband. I want them to look like this. I want our wedding to be like that. Men, we never think about that kind of stuff until later on in life. But when we think about it, you know what I'm saying? All right, it's up to, and I hate to say it, but it's up to us to figure out, okay, this is who we want to marry. You know what I'm saying? Because
Hmm.
y'all already want to get married. We don't. So y'all have to really convince the hell out of us to say, okay, this is something we want to do because we never initially have that mindset from the beginning at all. Because our mindset is to capture and destroy. Pretty much, you know what I'm saying? That's it. So everything is all artificial outside of the realm, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to a person, the shell. That's all we have initially came into it when it comes to the image of a situation. Y'all looking at the image of being married and the type of image of the man that you want to marry. Men, we're looking at the image, the outer shell of how the woman need to be built so we can sleep with them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Our transition of what things we want at the initial point of our lives when we're younger, it's totally different. It's a totally different spectrum.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the disconnect. And that's why I always tell people, don't really rush to get married so young because you gotta understand the mindset. Well, not even just get married, but to have kids with people. Don't do that so early and so young in your life because what happens is you're most women like this is the thing that women gotta understand that they brag about a lot. They be like, men mature faster than they mature faster than men, and that's true. But you gotta understand the reason why we don't mature faster, because we have a longer gap of life to actually have a family. We can start having kids at 50 years old and have a full blown family. I've seen it.
That's right.
So
That's
that's
right.
why we don't have to mature fast. It's in your nature to mature fast, but it's also in your nature to make way better decisions in the beginning than we have to. Because men can make we can literally F off our whole 20s.
I
Women
did.
can't. Women cannot F up their 20s. Effing up your 20s means you gotta play a hella catch up in your 30s. Because you only got the 30s to get what you need to get done.
Because the thing is this that I noticed that, okay, a lot of females, they think like, just like you said, like they say they're gonna do them right. They're gonna be like guys. They're gonna run around, mess with who they want to mess with. But then with that being not conscious of what you're doing, you're making babies. Now, say you have a baby at 20, you have a
Right.
baby at 22, you have a baby at 24. Now you got three kids. Now, by the time you get 34, which is 10 years later, that first baby you had is going to be what, 10 years old, right?
Correct.
Okay, at 10 years, you got a 10-year-old child, then you got a 8-year-old and a 6-year-old. At 30 years old, your options for men are going to be very low, especially for men that are about something.
Exactly.
And then you only got 10 more years to be able to produce, technically. You probably can, but, technically. So at 40, you have no options because no man that can get a 22-year-old is going to go for you.
Right.
Mostly, I mean, I'm not saying every guy because,
Right,
when
right.
I
We're
married my
speaking we're
wife,
speaking in general. We're not speaking in a small number. We're speaking in the general basis of America. You see what I'm
and
saying?
I'm saying what guys are, I mean, honestly, what guys are looking for. Guys are not like, that's why it amazes me that all these women running around single after they fucked up their relationships or fucked up whatever, and they're acting like they're gonna find some man that's gonna ain't no good men out here. No, no man wants you at 40 some years old or at 35, 36, 37. It's not that there's no good men. What good man is gonna pick you up? He's gonna look at you like, what have you done? You've had children with other people. I'm not gonna pick up your slack. I mean, I'm not saying it to be mean. I'm saying it because it's honest. Anybody in their right
Right,
mind about something, an engineer, a guy with a
right,
career that's been doing what he's supposed to do, has no kids,
right,
hooked up on a woman who, okay, you might have a job, but it's like, okay, you have all this baggage with you. Why would I want you? Not saying that it's right or wrong, but
right,
that'd be like saying you wouldn't buy a car that has all these things wrong with it, but you can get a brand new car for the same price. You see what I'm
right,
saying? That's
right,
all I'm saying.
right. And
It's
I
not.
mean, and
It
that's
goes
that's
like
the
that.
truth. That's the truth of the matter, man.
It's just
You
the
know,
way it is. It's not fair. You know what I mean? It's like it's not fair that women bleed every month and we don't. Nothing. It's not. This is life. It's just honest. You know what I'm saying? Like it's honesty. Like, yeah, okay, you were fine back when you were 20. That's why you had all these kids. All these guys want to have sex with you. But now you got to come with more. You can have three kids, but you better have your shit together. You know what I'm saying? You better have a house and you got to work hard. It sucks, but it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Like I
right,
said, I got with my wife. My wife was 40, what, one or whatever she was, over 40 when we got married.
right,
I got married to her. I don't have any kids. She had two sons. She has a son that's about to graduate. Well, he's already done with school. He's about to go to college. Her other son is grown. It wasn't a problem. I wasn't like, damn, I don't want to be with her because she has two children. You see what I'm saying?
right,
She's obviously done the things that she's supposed to do through life because she didn't need me for financially. She
right,
didn't need me to pay a car note or to have rent or none of that or to take care of her children. She just needed a companion like I needed a companion. So that's
right,
where you can come in and find somebody when
right,
you're not in so much need. No guy wants a woman that's in need. I don't give a fuck how fine you are. Yeah,
right,
that makes a difference, but it's like when a man is about something, trying to build something, how can you help me build? Because you're just a bill. I need you to help me build, not be a bill.
right,
Bill. I need you to Build or however you spell build.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, it's the assets versus liabilities. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Me and Trish had talked about that. You know what I'm saying? I had a discussion with her about that. And
Mhm.
I was actually giving her examples about all my homeboys and friends where I was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, this is how so and so think, and this is why he made that decision. And this is what so
Mhm.
and so think. That's and the same way with her. I told her, I looked at this and I looked at the assets, the liabilities, and I discussed those with you. And I said, hey, okay, well, I can build with that. But if you couldn't meet and beat the assets of what I needed, then and you would have overwritten and it would have did the whole liability. I was like, no, nah, this ain't good for me because I knew how to evaluate my decisions. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you said, like a man that have of substance and sense, he's going to value. Are you going to be as an asset to what you're trying to do? And the thing
Exactly.
is, like every woman ain't like the women we married. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women, unluckily, have way too many liabilities than assets to bring to the table to make that a full circle situation. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And a lot of them don't even want to be realistic about their situation. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like some people, it's you can't. Everybody can't. If you got a huge liability, you can't get with somebody that has no liabilities. That is literally like profiting in every way. He's making six figures. He has no debt. His credit is 650. You know what I'm saying? Like this
Mhm.
person is going to want to find somebody that's going to be damn near close to his bar of presentation when it comes to what your assets are versus
Exactly.
your liabilities. You can't have a shitload of liabilities. You can't have hella bad credit, a whole bunch of damn student loans and debts, and all this other stuff he's gonna have to carry. You know what I'm saying? A person that has always made better decisions and good decisions is not going to just all of a sudden make a extremely bad decision that's going to pretty much remove all the good decisions he made in the past.
Right. And I mean, I personally think I see it a lot. Like a lot of women don't understand, bro, that good guys, for the most part, they're not trying to do like it's obvious what you've been doing. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't hide it. Unfortunately, a lot of women don't want to take responsibility for what they've been doing. It's like it's a bunch of bad guys out here. And listen, okay, I can understand you chose one bad guy, right? All right, we all done dumb shit. You chose two bad guys. You live and you learn. You can't keep making the same decisions because now I'm looking at you like you're a bad decision maker. And then you look at them like you only want me because I can help you. And that's why most girls get with good guys and they're mad because they don't really want the guy, but they need the access. He might have good credit. He might have a car. She can't really afford a nice car. He can get that. And he's a nice guy. He won't talk shit to me because he's nice. He's gonna go. You know what I mean? He'll take the kids to the park and whoop de whoop de whoop. You know what I'm saying? So then they don't really want the guy though. They want what he has. So but it all comes out because your true colors will come shining through eventually. And then they'll be like, "There's no good guys out here. All the guys are bad." Like all the guys aren't bad. Maybe you're bad. You ever thought about that? It's honest. Maybe I was bad. I couldn't I wasn't good for a woman because I wasn't being a man. Like I can be honest with that. Like I wasn't being a man. What I mean by that was I wasn't seriously trying to wife no woman. You see what I'm saying? I was trying to have sex and trying to find more sex and just leaving my options open in case something better came along. Like I said, because I was looking for features
Right,
versus stability and things like that. I can be honest and say that. You know what I mean? That's
right.
why I never got married and never had nothing because I was trying to leave myself open. Like, okay, I'm with you, but I can leave you at a drop of a dime and go with the next bad bitch that got something that
Right.
I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? Features wise.
Yeah. Yeah, man. The image thing is very hindering. I feel like the one of the top two worst type of images a woman can present to themselves is looking for the one that you said. the beta male. When you go, I want to marry a man that he's going to be emotional. He's going to listen to everything I say. He's going to um he's going to make sure, you know what I'm saying, he always making me happy. He's always meeting all my needs and wants. This and this and that. You know what I'm saying? That the beta male. That beta male is the most toxic type of situation to be in because those situations actually is contagious. That shit can trickle down to her friends, and then that shit can trickle down to her friends' relationships, and then they go expect they friends dudes to meet those expectations, and them dudes like, I'm not doing that shit, and they become single because old boy ain't acting like Billy.
Right.
Billy bought her this. Billy did that. You don't know how stressed Billy is. Billy stressed the fuck out. Billy up in debt. Billy got $100,000 of debt, and he don't know what to do. Billy damn near close to filing bankruptcy, trying to do every damn thing, trying to be the yes man. That beta image. That is the worst situation to put yourself in. And then the second image that you talked about was the I'm in that same club like you was. I'm not good for you club. You know what I'm saying? I've literally used to tell people, hey, I ain't shit, I ain't no good for you. And they still used to be with me. You know, it's because I even knew I wasn't ready yet. But they always want to try to change you because they saw your potential. Yeah, you might saw my potential, but the thing is, you didn't bring something out of me to give you my potential, so it's not going to work. You see what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of people got to understand. If a man tell you it's not going to work, or a man tell you, hey, this ain't for me, and he ain't going to give you the potential that you think you see in him, and he ain't showed you that potential, then you are not the one that's going to unlock that. He's not going to give you that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't got the master key. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell a lot of women about men. Some men got the master key. Some men know how to present themselves to a whole bunch of women, and they'll act the way that you have never seen before. Why? Because he got that energy that brings that out of them. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of women gotta understand, you gotta be careful when you trying to look for these type of dudes. If he ain't giving it to you what you think, and you trying to demand something, and that's not it, you waste your time because he ain't gonna give it to you. That's him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what? I mean, my wife's not here right now. She at work. She'll be here in probably 10, 20 minutes. I'd really like to hear a female perspective.
Yeah, man.
Not,
somebody can jump on. Hey, hey, we got any females to jump on?
you got the calm right now. You know, usually this is weird to me. Usually I got the calm and I can't tell. I don't know what's going on because I can't control.
All right, let me see. I'm finna try to post the invite
right now. I'm finna
post the invite in the chat if I can.
But while you're doing that, I just want to say, what's up, everybody? I ain't seen everybody in a while. I'm back on deck, man. I've been gone for so long. I've been on the road, y'all. I've been to every state to state. I'm back. I'm in Georgia now. Got me another job.
I'm post that in the chat.
Doing my thing, man. What is this?
I want some people opinions on the whole this image.
Yeah, there's a female in the crowd. We need you to come on. We want a female perspective. You know, you don't show your face.
That's that image portion of everything.
And I want to say something. I talk to a lot of people who watch our program, right? And they say, I want to come on, but I don't want to show my face. You don't have to show your face.
Yeah, it's a thing on there that says no camera. You can turn off the camera.
Even I can just go like this and be like, I can still talk even though I'm doing this. You see
what I'm saying? You could turn off your camera too. Your camera, it's an option on there.
You can cover up your camera or whatever the case may be. Now I done fucked it up. I don't know what I just did.
I mean, it seems focused. I mean, you should be good. You good on my end.
I'm back. I don't know. I had a bunch of shit up there.
Yeah, you good on my end.
Yeah, but you don't have to
say. Hey, y'all need to jump on. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. But yeah, man.
In the meantime, between time, man.
And let's jump on the substance part. I want to get into the
Yeah,
substance because this, to me, this is one of my best parts because I want people to understand the ugly side of a man and a woman. I want to discuss that portion of a man and a woman, the
okay.
substance. Um, One of the things I said, I want you to follow. Oh, we got two people on. Hey, anybody want to jump on and give me a female? Any females on here want to jump on and give me their opinions or they thoughts when it comes to the image of a woman and a female and what we look for. Until somebody jump on, we're going to discuss the substance part. Now, Gooch, one of the things I expressed initially in my first video was that just because a man hurt you doesn't mean he love you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was one of the biggest things I want people to understand when it comes to a substance of a man was that, hey, just because a man hurt you doesn't mean he doesn't love you. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I said that a man actually hurts twice as worse when he does hurt you. But see, we get when this is the worst thing is when the public knows that you've hurt somebody. That's one thing I hate about Facebook when women put in their business and being a victim on a situation. The man get hammered, and it shouldn't be like that because people got to understand that man is already hurting twice as much inside, so he don't need nobody else's opinions and judgments on what he did. He's fully aware of what he did. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But the thing is, people are so quick to hurt and jump on that man instead of sitting back and watching these people and letting them work their own shit out because he's not perfect. Because those same people that are trying to talk shit, they all have once fucked up in their relationships, if not once or twice. You know what I'm saying? The crazy thing is sometimes people just don't get caught. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's got to be understood that when people are so quick to, you know what I'm saying, jump on a man about what he's done wrong or what, let that man process and fix what he's trying to fix. Because it takes a lot of work for a man to fix what he fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot of heart to do it too. Because he can easily just walk away and say, F it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But if a man is trying to work and fix things, commend that man. Because once again, women, y'all need to understand this. A man can start his life over multiple times. Multiple times. A man can at least, a man in a lifetime could probably have 3 full-blown marriages in one lifetime and have whole families in the process of it.
Yeah, guys can make a baby every day
Yeah.
with different women. I mean, not with the same woman. I mean, literally, you can spread your seed around the whole planet. Women can have a baby every 9 months.
Yeah.
Do you realize that? And then after a certain time, you can't. But a man can keep going to 70, 80 years old. There's 80-year-old men knocking up 30-year-old women. Like, it's easy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't get, see, that's what I want to talk about. I don't get what is this thing about women think they can be, listen, nothing's changed. I don't care what you think or what you think's going on. Nothing's changed about
Right.
the whole dynamic of life. You know what I'm saying? You can try to pretend like
Right.
something changed. Like a man can be like, I'm a woman. No, you're not. You're like, well, how? I said I'm a woman. No, you're not a woman. You don't have a period. You can't have a baby. That makes you not a woman. There's one thing that's a woman. That's like one thing that makes a tree a tree. You can't turn around. You can call yourself a tree, but you're literally not a tree. You understand what I'm saying? You're literally not a woman because you cannot have a period. You cannot produce a baby. Yes, you see what I'm saying?
I agree.
Okay, I respect the fact I can't tell you what to call yourself. I'm not going to fight with you about it. I got more important things to do. But reality is, you cannot be a woman. You see what I'm saying?
I dig it.
Women, a woman, born a woman, you cannot turn around and act like I'm gonna do what a man does. What I mean by that, I'm gonna just live a free life and do this, that, and the third. No, you need to settle down because your mental. It's a proven fact that a woman's mental can't even handle that. You can't jump from guy to guy to guy. You especially can't have
Can't.
unprotected sex with multiple guys. It's
Can't.
because if you know anything about sex, we're not talking about this fucking I'm talking about sex. If you know anything about sex, then you know that if a man's having sex with you and he's not wearing a condom and he ejaculates into you and his semen goes into you and now you guys are exchanging DNA. You have sex with another guy doing the same thing. This DNA is that's the way your body's made. You're taking in that DNA. Even if you don't have a baby. You know,
Fact.
even if you don't have a baby, you're still taking in that DNA. That's why if you notice, when you start messing with a woman and a man start having sex, they start to gel. She starts to act weird. Like even if she says, "I don't care, you do what you want to do. We friends." No, she's going to act crazy. She's going to get possessive. It's all a part of because think about it. A new woman turns 18, 19, 20 every day. So she's possessive because she knows that you'll leave her. It's just natural, just like a dog. A
Right.
dog will go, if you let your dog loose, it'll go around the neighborhood and have sex with all these dogs.
Right.
So the woman has to keep her family in line. She has to keep that man. What the fuck are you doing? Yeah, this dog is get down. He hears me fucking. I guess he's
Man, let me
thinking.
give you some FYI if you haven't known. Like, all right, since Trina's been pregnant, like I've been doing a lot of researching and studying, right?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
shit, I'm always researching studying. But what I'm saying is like I was researching studying about like, sex and stuff while pregnant and this and that, right?
Yeah.
And this is what I found out that was so interesting. Okay, this is how I know that women can only deal with specific people at one time. You cannot jump from person to person. Because when a woman's pregnant, right, and she's pregnant with your seed, now just say, like, if you like giving oral sex, right,
Mm-hmm.
it's a proven fact a man's cum can help with a woman's blood pressure and her like headaches and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But it can only do this kind of shit and help the baby from his sperm. It can only be his sperm. She can't go fuck somebody else, give head, the dude come in her mouth and have the same the same reaction. It
Right.
only has to be the man who gave her the seed. You see what I'm saying? That's it. You know what I'm saying? So just that kind of natural things and the shit that I've been learning, women are not designed in no kind of way to be bouncing from man to man to man to man to man. Your body ain't even is not designed at all. It's not.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just want to make this disclaimer too. Like, I'm not getting on here trying to act like I know everything about um marriage and all that in relationships. But I am 40 years old. I have been in relationships. I haven't been married for a long time, but I've been in long relationships. What I mean by that is 7 years, like I said before, living in the house together, paying bills together, being together. But I wasn't man enough, honestly, to settle down. 5 years, 3 years, you know what I mean? In
Right.
relationships like that, I never been married, but that's damn near married. You been with somebody for 7 years. I mean, the only thing difference is the paperwork. So
Yeah, yeah.
I've been through the ups and downs of that. And like I always say, I don't have any children. And you ask why? Well, I've been with females who had their tubes tied because they already had children
Right.
and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of know what I'm talking about for the most part. So I'm not trying like I'm an expert in marriage or anything, but I just know women. I've been around women and been in relationships, so I kind of know what I know. But it's not nothing's a guarantee. But I tell you this much: the future is looking grim because I pay attention to a lot of shit, man, and I see, man, dog, boy. It's like people are. It's like the natural order of things is not going to change no matter what you try to do. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's not going to change. You can try to pretend and have a group of people who's going to say things, but that's not going to change the natural order of things, man.
Right. It ain't.
Unfortunately, it's
It
not going to change. You can look at nature and see that it's not going to change.
ain't.
And I
Right.
feel sorry for the youth. I feel sorry for the young women and the young men that have to grow up nowadays because literally they're telling women like getting material thing, like doing whatever you have to do to get material things is something. Maybe
Yeah,
in America, I guess in America, yeah, because everything's about having things. But I mean, in reality, women are going to always be frustrated, angry, sad, depressed at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Because one day you're going to be 50. You're not going to be a bad B no more.
right.
One day you're going to be 60. You're not going to be a bad B no more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, maybe at 20, 30, early 40s, you can pull that off.
Bro, like
I don't know, man. It's sad, man.
it's not even just the it's like both parties. Like even with the guys, like we're getting how can I put it? Like for instance, man, it's on Facebook. Like I was talking to my wife about this. Like it's even like other like content creators that are like promoting challenges, right? I remember like I ain't even gonna say the person name, but it was like at first the guy was like when he first started, it was like real hard good information. You know what I'm saying? For couples, men and relationships and women. And now we got challenges now where it's like he's promoting like women dancing and popping their ass and pop. Ah man, get that noise out of the way, man. That noise. Popping their asses and popping their asses on the thing. And I'm like, dude, like, no. Nah, brother. Nah, brother.
Just messing with you, man. My bad, bro.
You good.
You know, I ain't seen you in a minute, man. I gotta mess with you, dog.
Don't. I'm gonna rock my FS shoe soon. Don't worry. In due time. In due
I'm gonna
time.
bring out everything. You rock some FSU, we bring out the pillows. I'm getting everything I got. I'm bringing it down here. Don't you come on here with no FSU stuff. We're gonna flood the stream with Miami stuff, man.
Hey,
Don't do that, man.
let's see, my brother. We'll see. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it.
I ain't trying to cut you off, though. My fault, man. I'm just messing with
Good.
you,
You
dog.
good. You good. But
I
man,
knew I could throw you off with that.
I know you were fucking with that damn Kane. That Kane. But
It's all
yeah, man.
about the you. It's all
It's
about the you, dog.
nah, brother. Nah, brother. Try again. Try again. Because if I ain't mistaken, we like the last ones that we got us national championship since when the last time y'all got one?
2006.
Yeah.
It's
Keep
been a while, bro.
update your resume. Update your
Don't worry
resume.
about it. We getting there. We getting there. We working hard towards it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I think we're gonna get there before y'all asses done, cause y'all are looking crazy. I don't know what the fuck. Even I'm surprised about what the fuck y'all got going on. I don't know.
Man, I
Yeah,
don't know what they got going on
yeah, it's
either.
weird, man. They track team is all right. I don't know about that goddamn women's soccer doing good, but that football, boy,
Hey, I can't even tell you, my brother.
me either. I don't know either. I ain't really been keeping up with it, but I do keep my ear to the streets, and that's just looking weird. I'm like, what's going on
Man,
with Florida State? Something going on. That's weird, but
yeah.
anyway, that's a whole nother show. We can have a show about that.
We'll talk. We'll chop it up.
We'll
But
wait
yeah,
till September for that, August or something.
this whole epidemic of I need a female with a big booty. Okay, this is what I never understood, right? I don't understand this. What how does the big booty and not only that, but who marries and
Yeah.
who will see as wife potential seeing your girl on Facebook popping and busting your ass on Facebook all the time? How do you calculate that up to that's who I want to be with forever?
I'm gonna tell you, bro. There's one thing that I when I was in the dating scene after my last relationship before I got with my wife. You know that because we were around each other. You seen I was in the dating scene and shit. I noticed I be with grown women. These are women older than me, and they be on their phone. I literally had a woman tell me one time, I posted a picture, you didn't even like it on Facebook. I'm like, I wasn't on Facebook today. I've been at work today. Like,
Yeah.
it's like they want to be seen and they want to be acknowledged in public, and it's a thing, man. It's like, what else do you have to offer besides your fat butt? I mean, I get it.
Right.
If you got fat butt and a bad credit score, kill yourself. You got a fat butt and like four kids and they're all failing in school and you ain't never been to a PTA meeting and you can't even pay your car insurance and you gotta bounce around and lie and stun on niggas and do dumb shit. Like there's so much. Like fat butt is like it's old, man. That was like 2007. We know what that is now. That ain't
Like,
nothing. Man.
like I
You still going on trips and you can't see the guy in the picture. He's taking pictures of you and
so much fuckery with that, man. It's just so much fuckery with that. Like,
that,
what makes your brain just say, "Hey, I want to do this and post it for everybody"? See, this is the problem. They be like, "It's my profile. I can do what I want to do." Right?
that's what
That's
I was about to say.
I can do what I want to do. Right?
Everybody does what they want to do. Let them do them. Everybody can do what they want to do. It's like, oh man, y'all endorsing this shit. It's like, what?
I can do what I want to. Man, listen,
Everybody can do what they want to do. Why you worried about it? Why you worried about it? Everybody can.
listen. This is what y'all gotta understand, man. I need y'all to really understand this. I need y'all to stop complaining when your man
Get.
cheats on you or leaves you, and if I can go through your profile and find hella pictures and hella videos of you popping your ass, dropping it, popping it, then you should know why he's doing the shit he's doing.
Right. Hey. Damn, dog. Hold up.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta do better, man, when it comes to actually dealing with people. You know what I'm saying? Where the first thing you need to do is evaluate a person's profile, background, and everything, man. A lot of people ain't even doing that no more, man. It's like I know even with my brother, man, my younger brother, man, I used to try to ask him like, "Hey, do you?" I was like, you went through her profile and checked all that out." You know what I'm saying? Girls be having like ex-boyfriends and all kinds of shit saved up. And I'm like, okay, so none of these are red flags. None of these are red flags. Nah, I ain't think about that. Okay, so what is it you're thinking about? You know what I'm saying? Like these are the things that you gotta pay attention to when you're dealing with somebody. Like,
He's thinking about what we were thinking about, dog. Like that's
yeah,
why you got to sit the young dudes down and say there has to be a resume. There's nothing wrong with having standards or having a resume, and even people live your life like that. You got to have a resume for yourself because people should have standards. Nobody should take you as you are. You can be able to do what you want. Somebody picks up your pieces. That's not fair. How is
right,
that fair? That's not fair. People think that's fair. It's like I can constantly fuck up. Somebody's gonna come and rescue me. Listen, a man's job is not to come rescue a woman. You should at least meet halfway and then we can coast.
right,
From where we from, I understand we was from Beverly Hills and you come from opulence, I come from opulence, then we started opulence. No, we're starting at you don't start at ground zero, then you start going down. I started going up. You
right.
started going down. Now I gotta pull you up with me, and then we gotta try to coast from there. That's not fair, dog. You
Yeah,
come in the game with you come in the game with all this baggage, dog. Like that's not fair. A lot of women come in the game with baggage and they want to be mad because nobody wants them. And good guys don't want you. No, why would they? Would you want? Would you take a guy that had a? Ain't no woman gonna take no man that has four kids living with him. He taking care of them and he working at Walmart.
they don't even think about it.
Think about it, he ain't even got he taking a bus to work.
Man,
Or he's security at the club. That's his only job. And he dropping the kids off at his mama house. He got to go pick his kids up. And now he got a house full of kids in a dirty house and roaches and all this shit. You know what? They're gonna be like, what he got going on? See, we think the same way about you. What you got? What you been having going on?
like this is my thing. Women gotta stop having unrealistic ass uh
Expectations.
standards and expectations when it comes to men. Like we gonna fuck up, and we always gonna fuck up. The thing is, are we gonna try to fix it? Because if the thing, this is where we have problems, and I hear keywords from people when they say stuff like this. Well, if he do this, I'm gone. Well, if he do this, I'm gone. This is the thing. If he ain't trying to kill you, then you might want to work that shit out. Because you're not gonna find anybody that's not gonna fuck up. That's just like this. That's just like, just say if I'm dating somebody, right? I date a female and I cheat on her. She leaves me. She goes to Gooch, and Gooch probably cheated on his last girlfriend. Then guess what? You dating me all over again. You're dating me all over again. He already made the same mistake I made. He probably didn't make it with you, but he made that same type of damn mistake. And that's what people don't understand. I'd rather a person make a mistake with me that I know that a motherfucker that made the same mistake with somebody else, and I don't even know what type of degree that mistake was made. You see what I'm saying? You can salvage what you already got with somebody when a person made a mistake versus somebody that made plenty of them same damn mistakes, and your ass is just going through ground zero. You know what I'm saying? But women do dumb. I hate to say it, but it's women. A lot of men don't be divorcing. Let's be real. Men be trying to stay with motherfuckers. Unless y'all are just flamboyant crazy and you keep putting a nigga in jail, or you keep calling the police on them, or you keep trying to stab them or shoot them and shit like that, niggas is staying.
All right.
But go ahead.
The question is this, T. We're talking about substance now, right?
Right.
What does substance look like for a woman and a man? Okay, we'll do woman first, then we'll go to man because we're men, so we can kind of talk to that easily. What does substance look like for a woman? Because maybe women don't, maybe they think that substance is able to have good sex and have.
Substance is to, I'm going to give you the negative substance and I give you the positive substance. The negative substance that women got to accept and admit is all women are crazy. You just got to be able to recognize, admit, and explain your crazy side so I can know if that's the crazy that I'm willing to deal with for the rest of my life. You see what I'm saying? Everybody got different levels of crazy. So I need to find out what that level of crazy you are on.
Don't go up there. Yeah. I'm sorry, my dog was trying to go upstairs, and I can't have that because he's gonna try to do some dumb shit. Are you still on there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you was frozen. You was just sitting there.
No.
I mean, I think me personally, I know I was confused. Hold on, man. Hold up, man. I gotta pause this because I think my wife is seeing my dog's going crazy. No, maybe not. He knows something I don't know because he's going crazy. But I know I thought substance was something totally different than what it actually is. What I mean by that is, I thought, a woman has a job, right? She has her own car, right? She has a place, regardless of where it's at. It could be in the projects, townhouse, her own house, Section 8, whatever, trailer. She's about something. That's not actually true. I think substance is the potential is based more on future.
All right, while he's doing that, I'm going to break down my portion of substance. This is my portion of substance. Substance is the internal ingredient of yourself. So just say nothing about it's nothing about your job, your money. None of that is your substance. A person's substance to me is your ingredients that's embodied in you. You're crazy, your patience, your love, your nurture, your like the negative, the energy, the positive energy, your procrastination, all those things are substance of a person. Your flaws, your mistakes, your ability to forgive, your ability to hold things in and have resentment. All these things are substance of a person. Those are the ingredients of a person that is sprinkled to make the internal person of yourself. So when we talk about an image, the image is the outer shell of a person. The image is the car. The image is the home. The image is the clothes. The image is your butt shots. The outer shell and everything that you see, but the substance is the inside of a person that you have to take time to digest and understand. Those are the image and the substance. Some substances are good, some substances are negative. And but the thing is, when you sprinkle those substances together, that is what creates the inside and internal position of who you are. That's why I say, we all got a bad side, we all got an ugly side, we all got a good side. But at the end of the day, nobody is sprinkled with all good substance. Nobody has that type of substance. You know what I'm saying? None of us are flawless. Everybody got flaws. Everybody got ugly ass flaws. You know what I'm saying? The goal is when you step to a person, especially, and this is where we come into with the female, be willing and be understanding and be aware of your crazy. Beware of your flaws. Beware of who you are and present that shit real talk instead of waiting until we get 2-3 years down the line and you blow up and I finally discover you're crazy and I don't know how to hell it. And now we done wasted 2 years because you didn't properly expose your fucked up flaws. And on top of that, it's up for a man to be a real man. That's what I always say. Men, we can't leave a woman because she's emotional and this and that, because she's just being a woman. But you gotta be a man to be able to understand and be aware what shit you can't tolerate and what you can tolerate and what you can deal with. And you gotta be able to willing to deal with some fucked up shit. Cause that's just you're gonna get it regardless of who you meet and be able to suck that shit in and say, okay, I'm willing to ride with this woman. This is it. But go back, I'm gonna let you get in now.
Yeah, I'm back, bro. What I was saying was, what I was saying. Give me a second here. I'm sorry. I don't know what the hell. Oh, there it is. Sorry, I jacked all types of shit up here. What I was saying was man, substance. Yeah, the substance is more than just lost my train of thought. Give me a second. Substance is more than just like I said. What can you do? Because it's like, where do you? Okay, like I said, I had a women like where you live at. You got a job, blah blah blah. But like you were saying, mentally, I look at the potential for the future. You see what I'm saying? It's
Right.
like you could have. Listen, you could have 3 kids, right? It's fine. You know what I mean? Like, okay, that's not even a problem. You can have 3 kids by 3 different guys. But what's your relationship with those said 3 guys? How are you treating those said 3 kids? You see what I'm saying? It says a lot about you and your character for the future. Like, I've been with women who have kids and they just always screaming and hollering like, he don't want to be around you. He don't want to be. I'm like, you don't even understand that I don't mind children. Children
Right.
scream. Children like to play. I like to play. I mean, to a certain extent. I mean, I'm not a child, but it's like I don't mind children. You're like, he
Right.
don't want to. He don't want to hear all that. You even asked me if I want to hear all that. You're hollering at your kids. Go in your room. Blah 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 blah. You understand that that causes dissension because every time a man comes around, you're telling your kids to go hide in the room, and he comes around, stuff
Right.
like that. You know what I mean? It's like that's what I mean by substance. Like, who are you as a whole person? You know that everything you do. I mean, me personally, I look at what a person. I think most people look at people's character for everything, not just. I think women or people have these. They think they can trick people with their outside appearance or these things that's not real because your true self always is going to come out.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you're calling me every freaking month, every 2 weeks, like all my, my phone bills due, my electric about to get cut off, my gas about to get cut off, my car insurance ain't got no insurance. I just got pulled over. My car just got towed. This, that, and the third. It's like, damn, you have nothing in order. You know what I mean? Like that says something about yourself. That's what I mean by substance. It's more than just looks. Are you fun to be around? Do we both smoke weed? Like, are we both agreeable? Do we like comedy? Do we, you know what I mean? It's more than just all of that. That's what I had to realize. I mean, personally, because
Right.
I was looking at small things. Okay, do we both smoke weed? Do you like Jordans? You like going to the mall? We like going to the club? You drink? I drink. We both play spades. All right. You don't mind if I play PlayStation? All right, cool.
Hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
I dig
That
what
was the extent of it. That was the extent of it. I didn't look at all these other things. But then after 6 months, 8 months, a year, you're like, damn,
you right.
okay. I'm fluid. I'm a man, so that means I like to upgrade. And it's like, okay, nothing's upgraded. I didn't realize that you and your children have issues. You got issues with everybody in your life, your baby daddies, your mama. You don't talk to your mama, your sister, your best friend. Like you have all these issues. Like I didn't even realize it because I wasn't paying attention. I was living my life. You know what I mean?
Right.
It says a lot about a person. You know what I mean? So a lot of things to look at for people.
The goal is people gotta be willing to accept people flaws. You know what I'm saying? Like I think people take for granted a relationship.
Hmm.
I mean that on both parties when it comes to people making mistakes. Because if a person makes mistakes, people are so quick to leave, and then you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta think about it like this. You gotta take things in account like this. There's 365 days in a year. So
Right.
365 days in a year, okay, this nigga did some shit that he ain't got no business doing, right? 365 days a year is a long motherfucking time. If you look at an aspect of days, that's 365 days. You see what I'm saying? So this nigga messed up. Oh, he ain't no good. Okay, if I put your ass at a job and we had Matrix, and your Matrix was 98, 95%, and you fucked up those other 3, 4%, you get
Hmm.
the raise 9 times out of 10. But in the relationship game matrix, nigga, if you make a 95% 9 days, oh, we got a divorce. We got to break up. We're going the wrong direction. We're moving in different directions. You see what I'm saying? Like
But
people be realistic when it comes to if you put your relationships on paper. If you literally people literally put their relationship on paper and look at the data and the track record of versus the amount of good shit a person do versus the amount of bad shit a person do, you're really look real stupid when you start doing the numbers and the math and a percentile of how many good ass decisions that person made. You see what I'm saying?
but what you just said was somebody would leave somebody right off of that 5%, right?
Right.
But for a guy, like I know for a fact, for a guy, a guy, most guys that now we're talking about guys who have means,
Okay, go ahead.
money, they're gonna look at that like I cannot deal with that 5% of bullshit, have 100% of my own whatever I'm dealing with, and then keep all of everything that I have and not deal with this woman who's giving me 5% of bullshit, and I can dip around and I can go to strip club. I can still have sex. I can still take girls on dates. I can still go on trips. I'm still gonna go to work. That's natural. I'm still gonna pay all my bills anyway. You see what I'm saying? That's how they're looking at it nowadays. They're not
Right.
looking at longevity. They're looking at like I ain't gotta deal with shit because a bitch at the strip club is gonna go home with me. A girl at the club gonna go home with me. Some some random chick on IG is gonna go on a trip with me if I'm going to Miami, Cancun, some random Destin just to walk on the beach because even a 40-year-old that's keeping herself up is going to go with me. You see what I'm saying? Like, so they're looking at it like, why I got to deal with 5% of bullshit when I can deal with no bullshit and have a bitch for the weekend? A man of means. That's what I'm saying because nobody wants to deal with that shit no more because most of the bullshit that's happening is like, okay, well, you keep your bullshit and you can have it. You can have your bullshit. It's not right, but this is where we're going.
But that's
And we
normally 95%. That's like a, if you want to weigh that out, that's like a 80 to 65% hit. Because most women, the position that they want to play nowadays, man, they taking 50% of the matrix. They are in the elves. Like,
yeah, that's a
you know
fact.
what I'm saying? Like, to me, in my brain, I'm just saying, like, if we did a matrix of relationship of a woman and she's in the 95% of fucking up of her bullshit, those type of women, they fuck up is probably like, um sometimes they may get a little too much overly emotional, like, you're not spending enough time with me, we hang out, like something like that, little minor, but they don't do it a lot. But kind of what you're talking about is like a woman that curses at you like they your homeboy. Like,
Right,
shit, that's like 25 points off the real. That's
right,
20, 25. You're acting too masculine. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Or the hey, like somebody that they're like trying to like literally remodify your purpose.
right,
That's 65, that's 60% off the real. A woman that's trying to remodify your purpose.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like somebody had gave, I think it was, I forgot which podcast I was listening to, but it was like women kept saying this shit. Like, a man that have a job that he love, he comfortable at that job, he's good. They want to jump in and say, well, when we get together, we can do more, we can build, we can grow, we can have more. Like, but they ain't what the fuck he want. He good where he at. He good at making $50,000 a year. He good at what he love his job. He don't want to do nothing more. So don't come in a situation wanting him to do more when that man is comfortable in the position he's at where he's doing. That's his purpose and he's cool with what he's rocking with and it works for him. You see what I'm
Mhm.
saying? You can't shift a man's purpose if that's his purpose and he's set on it. It's different if you go in a situation, a man is completely blind. He have no idea what the fuck going on. He don't know what to do in his life. He needs some guidance with himself. Okay, cool. I get that. I mean, I don't even advise a woman get with that kind of man. But if you do, I get why you will feel like you gotta take on some kind of position. But if you come to a man that already has of substance, that kind of substance of having already a purpose and a vision, then I don't need you to be shifting and trying to like let me as a man evaluate when I feel like, hey, I might want to do more now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I just started really going really aggressive with investments this year. But
okay,
my wife didn't tell me, hey, I need to do that. That's something I decided I'm ready to do because that's my purpose and what I feel I'm ready to roll with. But go ahead.
okay. So I'm flipping the script a little bit.
All right.
Based on the fact that you do have daughters, right?
Right,
Daughter,
right.
right? What would you tell young ladies that are coming into adulthood, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21? Based on the fact that we know that the men have more options, just off of default. We're not saying that every man's going to leave you, but just off of nature, right? They can take you or leave you. You know what I'm saying? The pickings are vast. There's more women than men, first of all, and men can just take you or leave you, especially if you got money, because he can have a baby with you and pay for the baby and leave you and go into another woman because he has the money to do that. So it's all about money if he
Yeah,
has
have
it.
a
You know what I mean? So
millionaire.
so so how does a young woman? And then they also have the thing that once they get to a certain point, so many men have heard of that, that now they want to try to be a lesbian or they don't want to date at all. They want to just be a free woman, a feminist per se.
Right.
What do you tell your what do you tell your young females how to prepare for adulthood coming into these levels? The levels are different. It used to be women had no rights and men told them what to do. They couldn't vote. Now it's like you got rights, but it's vast. You know what I mean? How do you prepare them for that? You know what I mean? What's the conversation? Just not the in depth personal, but on a
I give you in depth, man. This is what the show is all about. Is for people to understand and have transparency. So I have no problem with the in depth because I actually had one conversation with my middle daughter the other day, and I chewed out to be honest with you, but I chewed out because of kind of what you discussed. I was like, what media is providing to females is this whole alpha girl energy thing, and see that is a plan for failure because
Mhm.
one thing I try to tell her, and I'm really breaking her down now versus how she came at me with was like she's very she tried to talk a little bit more like aggressive. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, you need, with the attitude. And I had to cut her. I'm like, no man gonna want that. You know what I'm saying? I even showed a couple of videos of a lady named Jessica X and a couple of things with women that talks very feminine, but still get a point across. You know what I'm saying? Because they know how to prepare research studies. So what they talk about, they ain't talking nonsense. You can make good points and stand your ground and make some sense and not have to talk loud as a woman. Especially when you're talking to a man that got sense. If you talk to a man of quality and of sense, if you talk to them like a woman, very feminine, and your stuff is on point, you have done your due diligence of the stuff that's coming out your mouth, then that man is going to listen. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? You ain't gotta be loud. You ain't gotta say cuss words. And that's one thing I told her. You ain't gotta curse. You ain't gotta say loud words. Learn how to read, learn how to write, learn how to be social, learn how to be a communicator, learn how to network. Learn these things as a woman so you can be that positive thing on the side um for for your man. So if you and your man go to like a banquet, right? You go with your man to a banquet or to a conference at his job, and when he takes you around the room, and you meet this person, you meet these people, you meet his manager, you meet his CEO. You know what I'm saying? You meet these people, and when y'all have conversations with other people, y'all know how to flow across the room and communicate. You need that woman that ain't all loud talking, cursing. You know what I'm saying? You want a woman that when you bring around the people of substance as well, that makes you look good at your job, she'll help you get that raise. She'll help you get that recognition that you need at your job. She'll help you look. People look at you different when you come to work next day. Oh man, oh there go Terrence, man. Like man, his wife, man, you know what I'm saying? He got good. Like people look at you different of how your woman carry herself when you in the room. You see what
Mhm.
I'm saying? They carry themselves different. So that's what's so important when you have a woman that is feminine versus a woman that's trying to have some kind of interest of masculinity. It's not going to work. You know what I'm saying? It is not going to work at all. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta do better on that, man. When it comes to talk to our daughters, I know I stay on mine about the tone of your voice, the words that come out your mouth. You know what I'm saying? How you present information. Present information that you know what you're saying and that you can back up what you're saying. But talking loud, cursing is not making a statement that what you're saying is true. All you making a statement is that you crazy. That's all. That's the only statement you making when you talk loud and you're talking with cuss words. When men look at women, and that's why I tell her like, hey, I'm having this conversation with you, and I was real with her. I'm having this conversation with you, but I'm not gonna have the same conversation with my son because guess
Right.
what? He's masculine. He's a man. I'm not gonna approach him and have that same conversation with him because y'all are in the same different. Y'all in different roles. You know what I'm saying? You in a different role. And on the whole, like the lesbian female thing, and this is one thing I always tell people. Most women that are together like that, man, the key to their survival is for them to always be busy and not stay together in one household for a long period of time. Because You have too much estrogen, grown women estrogen in one household for a long period of time. That's why they're going to want to kill themselves. They want to kill each other. It's
It
too much.
don't work.
It's too much. It's too much energy. You need some kind of balance in the household. You need that testosterone to keep the balance. I remember back in the day, man. I'll give you this quick little story. I remember back in the day, I used to hang out, chill with one of my coworkers. It was a stud like female chick, and she had a little cute girlfriend, or whatever. And she's always asking me about advice. I used to give her the game, give her the game. So one day after I had a meeting at work, she had called. She was all stressing, crying. I'm like, "What's going on? What's going on?" And I got tired because I was sleeping and tired. I wasn't in the mood, but I gave it a real. I'm like, "Listen, you need a man to fuck up." You know what I'm saying? I like you need a man up. You wanted to be me, so be me. You know what I'm saying? I don't need that female to come out you now. You didn't want you wanted to be that. So learn how to be me. You know what I'm saying? I don't need you to be her. You didn't choose to be her. You wanted to take these shortcuts and say, "Oh, I got me a woman. I got me a woman." Okay, then. So learn your role and learn what you decide to put yourself into. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything is cool and sexy, and it's the trend until real shit hit the fan, and now you're dealing with a overly emotional woman, and you as a woman is overly emotional. You don't know how to tame that because you don't have the testosterone levels to stay firm and stable in your head to weather that shit out. Shit goes crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I tell my daughters that, like, hey, don't think you can shortcut this game. Nature will always win. Father Time will always win. You will never beat neither one of them. You'll never beat neither one of them.
Because Father Time has been here longer than all of us. This is not nothing new. There's nothing new under the sun, man.
Nature will not beat nobody. Nature always win, bro. Nature always win. Yeah, man. But yeah, man, I have those talks, my brother, all the time with them, man, because I understand what they are up against. You know what I'm saying? So I have to make sure that they do not follow the flock of everybody else's mindset right now, because they follow that flock. I pick on my oldest one all the time. I call her cat lady because I'm like, don't start. You're gonna be a cat lady. You're gonna be a cat lady.
Yeah, you're gonna be all alone, angry and loud, and trying to be lit.
And Gooch, man, I don't think people realize how real that is. Like, man, you used to work at a cable company. You know what I'm saying? Me and you both. Like, we've been in houses. We've been in multiple houses. Multiple houses, people. We've been doing this job for a long time. We done been at least over thousands of homes. We done been over at least 1,000 homes. And I'm gonna tell you right now,
easy.
The top number of houses went to, I want to say 70 to 65% was single women.
All by themselves. Yeah. But I will say this though. I mean, I think probably about 20% of them is because their husband died. That's because we're in the country, down in the country. So and that's another thing we can talk about is eating habits and health habits. A lot of their husbands had died on them. They were providers, so they left them with a house and all that down here in the country. So I will say that. But you're right. No matter where you go, but I know down in the country, a lot of them husbands died. You know what I mean? Yeah. So they had a husband. They lasted 30 years. They still alive. I mean, this nigga been gone for 30 years. Just like my granddad died in 79. My grandma's still alive, bro.
Yeah.
They from the South as well. I don't know if that makes a difference, but
yeah,
I don't know. It's just we still need a woman. We still need a woman. Is there any women in the crowd?
Huh?
Is there any women in the crowd? We still need a woman perspective. I want to hear what a woman has to say. I just want to hear it. Maybe I'm just reaching. I want to hear what a woman has. I want some interaction here. I can't see shit, so I can't. I'm posting stuff in here.
I see the names you putting up.
I'm trying to.
You dropped quite a few names on here.
I put and I pinned the chat. I pinned I pinned it on the live video how to get in.
I
I
got you.
pinned it. So I see
Uh,
my cousin. My cousin was back on here again. She hit me up earlier
yeah,
asking
tell
about
her to jump
the.
back on. Don't be scared.
She probably around. So I mean,
So man, yeah, she did say what up around earlier.
yeah.
She did
I
say
don't
what's
know.
up.
She might have something. You know, it is Saturday. People be having.
Oh yeah, I forgot it is Saturday, ain't it? Yeah, I
People
forgot.
might have got. People might have got their stimulus.
Hey, got
That
that
stimmy.
stimmy.
They
Everybody
got
blowing
that
them
stimmy.
chicks.
That stimmy
Yeah,
on deck.
yeah, they blowing them
My
chicks.
wife. I want to get my wife to come on here and talk shit. If I can, she just came from work though. I don't know what she's doing.
Yeah, yeah, man.
Somebody, I just need to hear what. I just want to hear what women have to say because they have so much to freaking say lately. I wish I knew one of these streamers, man, because they be popping like.
They be going in, man.
Me
And I,
making. I'll be
hey,
like, you make
hey,
no
remember that? You
sense.
see that link I sent you?
Yes, dog. I
I
seen
was so disappointed.
it. I'd really seen it. Hold on, right quick, man. Let me see something, man. Give me a second here.
Yeah. Hey, who on? Who on? Let's see who got on. Who we got on? Hey, man, one of y'all jump on. Who's on the chat? Jump on, jump on. The link should be in the comments. Need some of y'all to jump on. Who we got watching? Don't be shy. Jump on, jump on. The link is there. If you don't got it, I post it again. You gotta jump in. There you go. Hey, jump in. There go the link. Jump in, Tom, man. Don't be scared. Uh, get on. Man, I ain't buying this darn lava lamp.
All right, I'm back. My bad, man.
Man, I just bought this lava lamp, man. I'm trying to figure out how in the hell this thing bubble up. And how do I get that shit to come up? This shit hot as hell, but it ain't doing nothing. I might need to get directions for this thing. Cause I'm pretty sure. I don't think my daughter set this shit up right, to be honest with
We
you.
need a female to join the chat. We 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 need a female to join the chat.
Oh shit. I think I did something. What the hell?
You got questions? Can you join the chat? We need a female. You don't have to get on the video. We just need you.
Don't be shy. Don't be scared.
We need a female. Hit the link.
I swear. Man, I'm about to figure that shit out later. I'm gonna figure that out later. What they say? They shy. Got some shy ones tonight. Hey
We
man,
need
don't
to do
forget, y'all hit the like, hit the like, hit the like, subscribe. Matter of fact, subscribe. Don't even worry about hitting the like. Subscribe to the channel.
Don't be shy. Show your ass. All right, that was too much. I
Yeah.
know. I'm sorry. My bad. The
Okay.
ratchet dog. On the ratchet side of the street. All right. My wife
That's
said grow up. We got questions. My wife is too fucking chicken shit to get on here.
I'm not chicken shit. You know, like that video.
You don't have to get on the video. We just need your voice.
Well, I'm not.
No, you can get on there, but you don't have to show you don't have to have your face on there. It's a thing that says, do you want to show your video or not? You can just use voice. Just go on Facebook, hit the link. Damn, man, stop being a nigger. Am I live? I need to mute this. Turn my shit
It's
down.
too late now.
Right,
Yeah.
I'm right. Fuck it. It's Goochin it, man. Stop being a fucking nigger. We're just, yeah, go in the chat, hit the link. Dang,
Hey, have
man.
you ever bought a lava lamp?
You bought a lava lamp? You about to start up you better start up a real live, dog. You got that lava. That lava lamp brings out some strong energy. I've been noticing some niggas with them lava lamps, man. It's
Bruh,
hard in the paint, dog.
I'm about to get it.
Oh, yeah, you do got a lava lamp. How come
I'm
it's
about
not
to get it
flushing?
once I figure out. Once
How
I
to
figure
get
out
this?
what I'm doing.
Oh, wow, you bugging, man. I
Once
guess
I
my
figure out how to get this damn thing going, I think it's a button somewhere that I am missing out on.
do it again.
I'm about to get this child to give me the instructions for this damn thing.
Go to it and go back. Click on it and just hold it down and try to copy it. Can you? See if you can get the copy link. Go to Chrome. Go to Chrome. No, Chrome. Yeah, right there. You went to the search bar there. What the, go there. This, that, this. No, do it. That's right here. Let me see if I'll help you out here.
All right, I'm back, bro.
My
Trying to get these.
fault.
I'm trying to get these instructions, man. I gotta get this lava lamp popping, man. I gotta get. I'm probably go buy another one of these things, man. Because what I'm eventually do is I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna expand the view out. Because I'm about to buy a microphone, right? So
Oh,
get about two mics.
uh-huh.
I'm about two mics, and I'm gonna expand it back some, and I'm gonna have my lava lamps, I'm gonna have my projector lights going. Hey man, I'm gonna have it popping soon, brother. I'm about to have it popping soon. Yeah, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. What's the wrong? Wow, the link's not working.
The link's not working.
Nah.
Hold on, let me send another. Let me send it again.
Yeah, it's not. I'm tr-
All right, I'm gonna send it one more time. Maybe it's me.
No, I put it in there. It came up on the thing, but it's not.
I wonder if I did it like this.
I don't know what the whole thing
I'm gonna try to see can I go to it through my phone.
is. Yeah,
That's weird.
it is weird because it's saying that it's not even like it doesn't even exist. And that's the same thing I put in, but I typed it in versus hitting the link. Backslash. Like it doesn't even exist. And that's the same thing. Or Q.
Okay.
Go. Nope. It's saying, whoops, there's nothing here.
But
That's weird. So you can't, nobody can join. It's not possible. The link's not working. That's weird. Nobody can join the chat. Hmm.
bruh, that is not cool. That is not cool.
Dang, that's stupid.
Hey, I'm finna try to send it to you this way. See if you could join it if I did it like this.
Still not working. Dang.
No, man.
Even if,
Hey, I sent it through you from Messenger again. See what happens if I go that route.
okay.
Now that's weird, man. Weird.
Check your messenger, Brandy. I'm about to send it to that and see if
Was you able to get through that way?
Hold up. Because it's not me trying to do it, it's Brandy. Big head Brandy. Yeah, we got a real one. Oh,
What's up?
I was about to have a conversation. I forgot I was on live. That's my wife, something, but she's probably gonna cuss me out. We'll wait. Q has 16 puppies.
Yeah.
2 litters they had. I'm about to get one. That's all I want. I got you your car.
Okay, you don't be here enough to take care of the
Oh, I just want a puppy, man. Dang, dog.
You're responsible for that.
All right, is it working?
It still ain't work.
Oh, she's talking about something else. Is it working?
I didn't ask. I don't want to be on.
Give it here. I'm gonna do it for you. Here.
Not Pam.
Give it here. Yeah.
Okay.
Hit join or whatever. Let me see. That help you.
Oh, you can't just tell me.
'Cause I
what to
can't.
do. Hit the enter. It's gotta be extra. Just tell me. I'm not excited. I can tell me this shit.
Oh, I got somebody. Hey, so use whatever I sent you then.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's
I feel like this sometimes.
It's like a bag. She gonna have to leave where you at.
no. I'm using her. I'm using her.
Huh? It's still go. She got noise.
Hmm?
Yeah, she echoing. Y'all in the same room. She's gonna have to go to another room. Y'all two frequencies is gonna collide, man. Y'all in the same room. That's why when me and Trish do stuff, she gotta be in the bedroom and I gotta be in my area.
Yeah, I remember that one day that was happening. It was crazy.
Yeah, it's the frequency crossing.
Oh, what are you
You should
doing?
know that, Gooch. That's why we
Crackhead.
can't put 2 modems in the same house.
There's crackhead. My wife's a crackhead, Joe. I'm sorry.
You know that's in the house. That's because of that.
She don't want to show herself because she's a crackhead.
What do y'all want? I'm tired. I just got off of work.
Hello. How are you?
Hello, Miss
I'm
Brandy.
well. How are you?
I'm doing fine. We just want your opinion on when it comes to a woman and a man and the substance. We want your a female perspective.
What do you mean by substance?
Okay, and this is what I mean. When I say the image, I'm talking about the outer layer of a person, their car, their home, their job, their physique. But the substance is the interior, the ingredients, the inside that makes you, your flaws, your strength, your weaknesses, your fears, your insecurities, your happiness, your mental health, all those things are the substance of you.
Okay. So what
So,
is the question?
so the question is, what is your input when it comes to a woman's substance? What is needed from a woman when it comes to what she's looking for in a man that has substance, and what does a man need to look for when it comes to a woman of substance?
Well, I can't answer what a man wants. I mean, what a man needs to look for. That's his personal preference. I mean, to each his own. But
No, that's
I
the
mean,
image. That's the image you're talking about. When you're saying preference, we're talking about the image, but the
I'm
substance.
just saying I can't answer that from a man's point of view. I don't know what a man wants.
You can give me an opinion. You might not know, but you can think. Think. Tell me what you think. What's your assumption?
That's a broad question because I mean I've dealt with men that want substance in a woman. They want a woman that's working. They want a woman that's going to be a team player. They want a woman that got some business by themselves. And I've seen men that just want women just to have one for their own. I don't know if that's like a control issue or just to say they have a woman and don't require much. So, I mean, I can't answer that from a man's point of view. But as a woman, I mean, I know for me, looking for a man, you want somebody that got some business about themselves, that's looking to build and not just be content in where they're at in life and don't want to do anything. I mean, you want somebody that's going to provide for you. I mean, make you feel secure, protect you, and work with you. I mean, you work together, not against each other. I mean, I don't want nobody that don't have a backbone. It's just gonna let me run all over
The beta suit mangina.
them, basically. Because I mean, you get a man like that that's gonna let you do whatever or be a yes man, then I don't feel safe.
Facts. Facts. I dig that. I dig that. I dig that. Totally dig that. Okay. Okay, next question. You told me all the good substance. What are the bad substance that you are aware of and you can understand that can be what's the word? When it comes to setting standards and understanding that everybody has flaws, what are uh yours? What are key substance that are not positive but they're negative that you can kind of understand and that you can still willing to work through?
Um,
Tough one, huh?
like it is because I mean you don't. I mean just naturally you don't really. I guess you really don't think about that. You do, but you don't. Like I can deal. Like for me personally, I mean I drink. I drink occasionally. I don't drink every day. I wouldn't consider myself an alcoholic. I'm not gonna just because I don't really drink. I wouldn't be like, well, you can't drink. Telling my man, well, you can't drink. I don't want you to drink. But I mean, if you
No,
can drink and you can be okay, that's fine. But if you drink and it's causing problems financially, emotional, physical, verbal problems in the household, then no, that's a problem. I can't deal with that.
I agree with that 120%. I dig
I
that.
mean,
I dig that.
okay.
you
Well,
gotta. I mean, the thing about it, you can't have two people in a relationship that's so headstrong to where they can't supplement one another. Like it's gonna be some things that I'm not strong in. It's not a strong point for me, and I would expect for Mario to be able to pick that end up versus there's some things that he may not be strong in that I can pick up. You know what I'm saying? It's all about balance and
Complimentary. I dig that.
yeah.
I dig that. You're
okay.
right. Right.
I have a question.
Yes,
Um,
baby.
as you know, as far as people coming into adulthood, young adults, being 18, 19, 20, 21. I keep going back to that. Um, what advice would you have for young adults how to have, or should they even be looking for a relationship? Should they be looking to build their self for the future, not just in school or in finances, but character wise, not
Definitely. I
trying to
mean,
be
as a,
this and have
I feel like,
babies and all that.
yeah, I mean,
I
as
think
a young
that
adult at that age, you're still learning yourself. You don't know enough about yourself, and you can't be for somebody else, but you don't even know what you want or what you got going on. I mean, and at that age, that's the age where I mean, basically, you do all your dumb shit. You figure it out. You learn. You learn
so.
from all the stuff that you do.
So basically, you're saying that 18 to 24 should be like a learning permit of life versus, you know, give yourself some time to learn your flaws and learn what you really like, what you really want, and what you really expect out of life versus
Yeah, I mean,
jumping
sometimes
into adulthood. Because
it
having a baby at 18, you jumped into adulthood without even living any adulthood.
yeah, but that's not the end all be all. I mean, just because you have that's the mentality
Nobody said that's the end
people.
all be all. Okay.
That's the
Listen.
mentality people not. I mean, yeah, that's
See,
not
that's what
what.
women see. This is what women do. Look, I'm gonna say this right now
Can
before
I
we get into
finish?
this. You can finish, but let me say this. This is what women do. I noticed that women, they always be like, "Yeah, you can do that, but that's not the end all be all." That's not what you're saying. We don't even want to get to that. Is what I'm saying. Are we saying? Of course, we know people had kids at 16 and they had them and it was all they're fine. I mean, but that what I'm asking is.
The hell is that?
Fuck is going on in my neighborhood, bro?
All
Fuck is
right,
going
Brandon,
on?
finish what you were saying.
Oh man. What they got going on out there? My fault. Go ahead, Brandy. Finish what you were saying.
I mean, no. What I was saying was, I'm not saying that's what that should be the goal that women look forward to, but unfortunately it happens, and then you get a lot of people that when it happened to, it's like, I don't know, they slip into this depression, or they feel like, oh, now they can't move on with their life because they had a child. No, I wouldn't tell nobody, oh well, it's a good idea to have a baby when you're 18. I mean, yeah, you want to avoid that by all costs, but at the same time, I mean, if it happened, you gotta take responsibility. But to go back to what you said about that age frame, I just feel like, I mean, it works. Sometimes it works for people. People get in relationships at that age and it lasts. But at the same time, I mean, I feel like that's a learning phase. That's when you do stuff, you figure stuff out. If it don't work, you figure out a solution or you figure out something else. But I mean, you have to be willing to learn from your mistakes. You can't keep doing the same stuff. You have to be willing to want to do better. I mean, you can't. I mean, I just feel like I mean, even though legally you considered grown at 18, but I mean, you think back to when you was 18, what the hell did you really know? You thought you knew it all, but you really don't know nothing. I mean, and if you are walking around here and you feel like you perfect and you don't have no flaws, that's a problem. Or you don't feel like there's nothing you need to work on, that's a problem.
True. That's true. That's true. That's a true statement. I agree with that.
You'll be
So
surprised. I mean, if you ask somebody what are their flaws, nobody's like, uh,
Yeah, real talk. That's why I asked you that question. You know what I'm saying? That's why I asked you about that negative flaws, that negative substance, because a lot of people aren't willing to. Not only does people not don't understand what their flaws are. They don't even know what flaws they're willing to accept from the person that they love. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how can I be with somebody and grow with somebody that don't even really understand their problems and their flaws? And if I make a flaw, I'm scared you gonna cut me off because of any little flaw, any mistake I made. You know what I'm saying? That's the disconnect we have when it comes to standards with your flaws and your mistakes and the things we have. It's like, hey, if we already made this agreement, I love you, you love me, let's rock it, let's make it happen. Don't put so many conditions to everything if that's what we finna do. We go rock and roll and we go ride this to the end, but then let's ride this to the end. You know
The
what I'm
thing with the thing with that is that's why you that's the thing you that's it's all about communication. You bring that up front because if it's something that I stand strong on and I have these certain standards that I have set for me, I'm not gonna conform or change because I met you or because of you. Not saying that it's right or wrong, but the fact of it is, I have an option. If I feel like that's not something I can deal with, then I'm not wasting your time. You're not gonna waste mine. I mean, it's simple. I'm not asking you to change. If you feel like you don't need to change, and I feel like it's something I can't deal with, then it's a done deal. There's no need to move forward at that point. Because then you run into the problem where just naturally when you meet people, of course, everybody gonna show all their good qualities because this is what you think you should be doing, or this is what you're trying to show. But then it's like, then people ignore all the red flags, and then it's the first thing that come up. Oh, you changed. No, that person that changed, you just ignored all the red flags that you had. I mean, then you stuck in something that you don't want to be in, or you trying to make a person change. You can't change a person. You can talk to somebody till they blue. Now it's a matter of respect. Now, if that's just like, say for instance, if somebody's cussing and blah blah blah, and I'm like, well, I don't like the way you talk. Don't talk to me like that. I don't, I don't like the way you said that. I'm not saying for you to stop cussing, but don't talk to me like that. I mean, that's a matter of respect. I mean, if something offends you, you just got to speak up. If that person's not willing to respect you, it's not gonna go nowhere, no way.
Okay, so um, I have a question. I have another question. As far as attributes for a woman, we're talking about substance. What does that look like? What is, from a woman's perspective, what do you think a man sees as substance? I mean, nowadays I've noticed, different things. So I want to know what you would think a man would see as substance. I just want to see from your perspective
I
what
I
would
I I,
what
I
would be
feel
substance for you? You know,
I feel like that depends on the type of life that a man lives. Like if you a man of your word and you looking to build and you want a relationship and you have goals and you're gonna look for the substance you're gonna be looking for is a woman that match these same goals and ideas that you have in mind. Now, if you some guy that's out here still frolicking around, you turning up, you smoking, you drinking, you hanging out every weekend, that's what you're gonna attract. That's what you're gonna be
so,
looking for.
so are you saying it's subjective, and in your mind it's subjective, meaning that if I'm a party guy, I want a party girl. If I'm a weed head, I want a weed head girl. If I'm a businessman, I want a businesswoman. If I'm a lawyer, I want a lawyer, a woman who's in that, is in that, a lawyer. If I'm a cop, I want a law enforcement.
Not
Is that
necessarily
what
in
you're
that.
saying?
It don't necessarily have to be in that same field, but if you a lawyer, if you got a good job and you about your business, you want a woman that's the same, meaning that she's about her business, she got something going for herself. Not that she necessarily have to be doing the same career
Okay,
field or thing that you're
okay,
doing in
okay,
that sense.
okay. Because I know, I mean, honestly, most guys, well, I can't say that. What I was about to say was most guys want, like, say they smoke weed, they want a girl who doesn't, but that's not how it is anymore.
That's like
It used
the
to
that's
be
like
like
the
that.
pickup line nowadays. So it's like, oh,
Yeah,
you
that's what I'm
smoke?
gonna
Yeah,
say.
I
It's not
smoke.
like that no more. Yeah, it used to be guys would look up from that perspective. Like I smoke weed, I want a girl who don't smoke. You know what I mean? Now it's
But see, then you have to look at the big picture in that, because you may want that, but then if you might find a woman that don't smoke weed, but she may also not want to be around it. She may not want nobody that smoke weed. So that's where you're gonna clash at. You know what I'm saying?
So what are you saying? So basically you're saying what? How do you feel about what do you think guys look for as far as substance? What do you think? You think guys don't have a preference? They just go for what they're into? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, I don't want to
Because
put
there's a
all
standard.
guys in a box, because I mean it's different. It's not a one size fit all thing. I don't believe.
I mean,
But what
we're
I'm
talking, we're pretty much talking general speaking.
yeah, like
You know
there's
what I'm
a
saying? Like,
standard.
we understand there's what ifs. You know what I'm saying?
There's a
We
standard.
have
Yeah.
what ifs. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, like I'm a what if. I came from a single mom from the projects, and I end up getting a engineering degree and a master's degree, and I have a home. I'm debt free. Like I'm totally out of the loophole of what normally happens in my situations, which is
Right.
go to jail, dead, or I got a bunch of kids and a bunch of baby mamas. Trust me, I'm not in that loophole. So
Right.
trust me, we're definitely speaking in general.
Well,
Right.
I mean, speaking from my experience, a lot of guys that I've met or so forth, it's been they they don't want to commit. They want to have their cake and eat it too. They still want they want you to be loyal to them, and they want you to do these wifely and girlfriend duties, but they don't want to reciprocate.
Okay. Stop right there. Where have you met these guys at per se? Not trying to get in your personal business, but that was in the past, so it's not a big deal. Where
I
have
mean, I've met them all over. I've met people online. I've met people out in the store. I've met people at the restaurant. I've met people at a bar. I mean, so it's been all different type of places. I've met people at the damn gas station going to get some gas. None of my
okay,
business.
okay. So yeah, that I don't know. I don't know how to say. Yeah, I don't know.
I got a story.
I don't
I
know.
think I sent you a link, Gooch, but if I not, I'll send it to you again. All right, I'm about data. I'm a data person. I love numbers. Numbers don't lie, right? So I was watching this podcast of these professional expert like relationship people, and they had did this big huge like survey thing in another country. They had two buildings, right? They had two buildings, 7 floors, right? One building was for women to go into, and the other building was for men to go into, right? So in these buildings,
that.
each level had a different type of man, and it increased the value as you went up. So you seen this video.
Yeah.
And in that video, a lot of women tried to keep going. They went all the way to the 7th till there was nothing there.
There was nothing.
Men, nobody made it no further past the 4th floor. They didn't want nothing else. Once they got the woman that can cook, that liked sports, and it was something else, they were good. They didn't give a fuck about the other floors. But women had the man with money, had emotions, had cooking, had 6 figures, had this, and they kept going for more. Kept going for more. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are stats. You know what I'm saying? This is data. This has been proven.
Okay.
But go ahead.
So I have another question. I'm not trying to cut you off, T. What expectations, this is for Brandy, what expectations does a woman have from a random guy she meets or a guy who runs up on her? Like, what are the expectations for? What do females look for? Like, you expect a guy to marry you?
No,
To just
not
be
at all.
nice to you, to have great sex with you? Like, what is the expectation of a guy a random guy? What do you expect a random guy to offer you?
It's not a
Because every
point of,
guy's random, I guess, that you don't know. So
it's not a point. It's not a point what you expect them to offer you immediately. If you're going to get the notice, when you get to talking to this person, when you get to know this person, that's, I mean, it's levels to it. I mean, if this is somebody you're interested in, you talk, you find out about one another. But me, I'm straightforward. I ask these questions straight up. Like, I mean, because I've met guys who had a whole family, wife, kids, and it's like, how did you forget to mention about your wife and your kids that you had? Like, I don't understand that. And why are you even indulging in trying to talk to me? And like, that's just crazy. But then it's like all of us, then it's like you find out, and it's like, oh, now you got an attitude because I found out. Like, what are you mad about? Like, how do you forget you have a whole family?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to forget that. I tell I'm tired. Hey, I got kids, wife, this, blah, blah, blah.
I think
like when I got my first
chick don't mind being a side bitch.
Huh?
I said maybe because maybe they've ran into a lot of females who don't mind being the side chick and don't ask questions. They just want some attention, so they don't ask questions. That's a lot of that. You know where we're at, right? Especially around here.
To each his own, but that's not nothing I'm willing to do. So I don't, after that, the conversation's over. Like, it's nothing else from this point. Like, what else do we need to do?
Yeah, I mean, I can respect that. Like, if you don't like it, cool. But you have to understand and accept the reality of a man. I want to say a good clear down the line. A lot of men think and have what I call a polygamy mindset. Matter of fact, every animal, every mammal, except human beings for some real reason, have polygamy mindsets. Lions, bears, tigers.
That's all fine and dandy, but what you're not gonna do is take away my option to make a decision.
No,
so
I agree. I agree.
But I don't have to deal with it. That's the whole point.
I agree. But this is the conversation we're having, though. The conversation we're having is we have to understand everybody's substance, the good and the bad. All of us.
Okay, first of all, you're right, but all that extra stuff, that's not understanding nobody's stuff. That's you being disrespectful.
You talking about the lying?
The whole all this extra and have these extra girlfriends and side, like, I'm not doing that. I'm sorry.
That's another conversation.
Black woman energy.
I mean, that's another conversation. But I'm saying
all this black woman energy, okay? All this hollering.
all I'm saying is we have to understand each other's substance, negative and positive. You gotta understand people lie. You gotta respect the fact that there are liars, there are manipulators, there's cheaters, there's this or that. Everybody ain't nobody. I mean, 10 for 10. Ain't none of us got flaws that the other one do not like. The fact is that we have to learn how to accept certain effed up things about each other.
Yeah, you're right.
We're all flawed. We all are.
But some stuff you can't put in the flaw category. That's just somebody.
We couldn't put conditions like that. That's just like me saying, I'd rather you cut my neck off, but I don't want you to shoot me in the chest. I want you to cut my neck off. I'd rather you cut my neck off than shoot me in my heart. I'm getting killed any way it goes. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I hear what you're saying, but I mean, it's a difference when accepting somebody's flaws and all, and then trying to justify the bull crap. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, that's not true either. That's not true either. Because everybody got their own beliefs. That's the thing.
Right.
Like just like you explained earlier about the female having kids at 18. And I agree with you. My mama had me at 16. It was fucked up. She ain't got no business having kids that young. But guess what? I gotta respect that because she kept rolling. The same thing with a man. If a man have a mindset of a certain way or think some way, it's not no fuckery book. It's just that's that man's mindset and that's how he operates. Because
you're right.
Just like we don't bash.
You always have an option and you always have a choice. So I can choose or out of that situation. It all depends on what you as a person can deal with and what you're willing to accept.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. That's where we at. When you sit at the table with somebody, instead of smiling and telling me everything that's good about you, I need you to tell me the shit that I might not like in the other females that I talk to. That's gonna make me say I love this woman. I'm gonna rock with her no matter what. And the same thing for a woman. I need for that woman to say, you know what, that's some fucked up shit. But guess what? I like that man rather than I like them other 5 men. Guess what? I'm gonna fuck with, I'm gonna rock with you no matter what, flaws and all. Cause guess what? Them other 5 men got flaws too. That's where we as black people
that's fine. It's all up to what you're willing to deal with or what you can handle, what you can tolerate. But
that's the problem though. A lot of us black people, I'm including me, Gooch, all we black. A lot of us don't know that level of tolerance. We don't. We got unrealistic tolerance. We got some tolerance where a woman can have 5 kids and she still go demand top shelf demands of a man that have always made perfect decisions throughout his whole entire life, and she expect him to be perfect. Like that's the problems that's where we at in our collective community. I'm not saying me, I'm not saying you or Gooch. We're all same when it comes to that level, but I'm saying we got a lot of people out here in our community as a whole that has some crazy standards and expectations, what they ain't gonna do and what they not gonna do. When you are the one that's gotta convince that man to say, will you marry me? You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like Gooch said, at the end of the day, that man is going to evaluate everything from the time you were 18 to the time you met him. That man is going to be evaluating your resume. Just like going into an interview, when you go to get a career job, not a regular, but a career, they're looking at your whole entire resume, and they're gonna ask every question about what happened here, what happened there, why you wasn't working between January and November, why that gap of no work. You see what I'm saying? Quality man gonna ask those questions.
And as you should. I'm not offended by that. So I mean that doesn't bother me. I mean, as you should, because I mean a person's past can tell a lot about what they do. I mean, a person, you can change as a person, but it still is some stuff that you still can't just overlook, because it's eventually gonna affect your relationship.
Yeah, I mean, I dig this. Everybody should have red flags. I'm not saying that. Everybody should have red flag. I got red flags. There's some shit. I'm just nah. Hood booger, no.
But I mean, it boils down to it boils down to whatever you can tolerate as a person. Everybody's threshold is different.
Facts, and that's what we got to talk more about.
If I'm with you, I'm with you. I'm loyal. It might be some shit I'll be like, all right, now you know that shit fucked up. But if that's what you want to do, I'm rolling with you. We can go, I mean, we can go do whatever, but I'm gonna let you know how I feel about it, but I got your back.
Right. And I dig that. And that's how it's gotta be. You know what I'm saying? Like if I fuck around and steal something, I know it was wrong, but damn it, I'm gonna need you to lie and say I ain't steal that shit. I'm gonna need you to tell me I ain't steal it.
Right.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So after all of this back and forth banter, whatever the hell y'all was talking about, the question still remains. So basically, you're trying to see. What I don't like is when you try to get out of a question by talking about everybody can do what they want to do. We already went through this. So you wasn't here when we went through this. This is what females do. Everybody can do what they want to do. Everybody got an option. That's not what we say. I'm asking. What do you think a man is looking for in a woman? Obviously, there's a trillion, however many men there is on the planet, they all looking for something different because we're all individuals. But generally speaking, what would you tell your daughter if you had a daughter coming into the world as a young woman, how to conduct herself to get her a good man?
I would tell her
what qualities? You would tell her to go get butt shots? You tell her to go get a job at a strip club? You tell her to go get a master's degree? And then when she'll find a guy with a master's degree? Would you tell her to go get a Benz and then the guys will attract her? Would you tell her to go get a long weed?
No, I would tell her.
What would you tell her? Sell her pussy? What would you say?
I would tell her to, if school is her option, if you want an education, get an education or get some type of something that's gonna make you marketable, where you can be productive, where you can also take care of yourself if you have to. You need to be, you need to know how to be respectful. You need to know how to carry yourself when you need to. You can't be out here doing all this ratchet and ghetto and all that other stuff. I mean,
Okay.
you need to have some business about yourself. You need to have goals. You need to be working towards something.
There you go. See, that's what I was looking for. You would tell her to work on yourself, right? And then life would fall into place how it should, because you'd already have the jewels of life because you worked on yourself. See, that's right. See, nothing's right or wrong, but that's what I was looking for, even though you didn't even know that. I was looking to see what you were going to say. And you said it. You said, work on yourself. You see what I'm saying? Work on yourself, and then everything's going to fall in place, because when you're working on yourself, shit falls in place.
You can't be there or be for somebody else if you don't even know what's going on with your own life, what's going on with you. You can't. It's impossible. You're gonna always be toxic.
Like I'm saying, think about it. When we met each other, we wasn't trying to like entrap somebody to be with us. Like, you wasn't out here trying to get butt shots and whatever. Or I wasn't trying to like floss and get rims on my truck to try to attract some bitches or no shit like that. You see what I'm saying? It's just, I was working on myself. You were working on yourself, or whatever the case. You were living our life, and then everything came to, you know what I mean? It came into what it came into. And we're older people. When you're young, if you just work on yourself, you'll find people on your level. The reason why I think people are finding people on a fucked up level, because they're on a fucked up level. We don't want to admit that. Like, when I was on a fucked up level a lot of my life. You know what I mean? So I found people on a fucked up level. I ain't saying that they're fucked up people. I'm putting it on me. But
I just feel like people try to portray this persona. They want to be what they think somebody want to be, instead of just, I mean, like you say, I'm a firm believer. I'm a person that I learn by doing and seeing. You can talk to me all day and you can tell me to read this book and it'll show you exactly. I'm a visual person. I need to do it. I need to figure out, okay, why did this go wrong? Well, I did it this way, so I know next time I'm not doing that shit again.
Yeah. Keep doing the same felon playbook. Yeah, you're right about that.
I mean, how many times you gonna keep bumping your head on that same rock? You can't keep doing the same thing and expect different results. I mean, life is about you making mistakes, and you need to, if you didn't learn anything from that mistake, then you need to regroup.
Facts. I agree.
It's a lesson in everything you do, even if you don't realize it at that exact moment. But at some point, when you sit back and reflect, when you working on yourself and you realize what you did, I mean, you have to be able to accept what you did wrong, and you got to take accountability. It ain't always somebody else's fault.
True.
I mean, you know me, I always say I'm a firm believer. I think everything happens for a reason. And that's just, I mean, I really absolutely think everything happened for a reason. It may seem like it's the most fucked up thing in the world. Like, well, damn, I didn't get this job I applied for. Now you frustrated, you mad at the world. But then it's like, in hindsight, okay, do you just stop and sit back and mope about it? You go on to the next one. You keep looking, you keep doing, but then you figure, I mean, and you're going to figure it out at some point that it was a good reason why that job didn't come through for you, because now maybe something else better has even opened up, something even more than what you was already expecting.
Hey, you preaching now. That's real talk. Hey, because if it wasn't for my day job continuously with the ratchetness of their recruiting and promoting, I would have never decided to say elephant and start my own business. And guess what? We're here today on Goochin it, So yeah, I agree. Hey, one problem, if you have one negative, you make it a positive.
Yeah. I mean, you have to, because one thing about it, you can't blame nobody. Nobody's going to give you shit. Anything worth having is you're going to have to work hard for. You're going to bump your head, you're gonna mess up, you're gonna have to probably start over several times, but that's
Yeah.
not always all bad.
That's a fact. Cause somebody said that to me. It's funny you said that because I was talking to somebody on the phone and I was like, when I was in the military, they was like, "How many lifetimes ago was that?" I was like, "You're right. That was like
I
4
tell you
lifetimes."
that all the time because you get so frustrated when stuff don't work out. I'll be like, everything happens
You
for a
know,
reason. Something is gonna
you know why?
pan
You know why
out.
I get frustrated? Because I have so many things I'm trying to do, and I'm just trying to do. I have so much I want to do. You know what I mean? So
That's because
that's why I get frustrated because I just want stuff to work to the
you're
next
like a
thing.
like a laptop with a bunch of browsers open. You have to focus. You can't. I
Hey,
mean,
that's true. She ain't lying.
you
Dude,
can't
she ain't
do
lying about that,
everything
Gooch.
at
She
one
ain't
time. You
lying.
have to
That's
focus.
She ain't.
hilarious. Dog.
She
That's
is not
hilarious.
lying. She
That's
described you
hilarious.
perfectly.
Hey
She
man,
I
described.
tell him that
but
all
I'm
the time.
working
Like,
though. But I'm
babe, just
working.
relax. It's
And I'm
okay.
working.
Like,
Bro,
huh?
she described you perfectly.
Hey, I'd rather be a laptop with a bunch of browsers open than to be a goddamn whatever, not doing
Gooch,
nothing.
but
I'm
that's
working,
you.
man.
Gooch,
I'm
man,
working,
listen.
man.
I mean,
You know how many times?
that's not a bad thing. But
Yeah,
what
it's
I'm
not.
working, baby.
I say
I
that
just,
to say, like you have to, you can't expect to get everything done at one time. You have to focus. You have to figure out what. I mean, even if it doesn't matter if you get it done in 2 days versus you get it done in a week. The end goal is that you get it done. I mean, there's
no
no rush.
time to wait. There's no time to wait. I have no time to wait. That's the thing. I feel like I have no. I feel like I was wasting time before when I was playing around. So I just feel like there's no time to waste,
I
man.
get
But
it, but
it's all
sometimes
good
you
though.
just have
It's
to.
all good.
When you got all that stuff going on and your mind is constantly racing, you're not going to be able to focus and make a sound decision because you got a lot of different things that you're thinking about. Everything just running together. Then it gets overwhelming. Then you're getting stressed out. It's just like you
That's
can't
why
do
you
it.
go run. That's why you go run, and then you take a drink at the end of the night, and you sit still. I know what I'm doing. Don't, woman, get off our podcast.
Hey, she right though, man. Hey, I
And
hate to say it, Gooch. Hey,
that's the number one
Gooch,
thing. So you have to be
Gooch,
able to take criticism, babe.
Gooch.
There
She
it
right
is.
though. Hey, you my boy. You know I love you to death, man. But she right
Oh
about
yeah,
that. Like
I know. It's all
that's
good.
one thing I even mean. I actually been working on that, dude. Like I literally take like one thing at a time now, and I just stay on that for a while instead of thinking I can do this, that, this done at the same time.
I
You
You're
know what I'm
gonna
saying?
overwhelm yourself.
Yeah,
Then you go. It's just
mentally,
like
mentally, you
you're
burn
gonna
yourself out.
mentally drain yourself. You're gonna overwhelm yourself. Then you're gonna get pissed off because then you're gonna feel like nothing's working out. I can't get nothing's everything is just falling apart. It's like no, you just gotta
no, no,
focus.
no. You're right. You're right. Because I had to take some time. Like I told you, T, when I just came home, so I had to take. You probably said you ain't heard from me. I had to take some time to sit still and just
Right.
enjoy my house and just I had to unwind and unravel and just you know what I'm saying, just enjoy. Like I went seen my homeboy earlier, so I just had to live some life, man. I've been just running, going. You
He
know what
be getting mad. Well, not really getting mad at me, but he'll say stuff like, "Why you just sitting there ain't standing?" You act like you don't even care. I'm like, it's not that, but I can't worry about that. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not the end of the world.
True that. Yeah, yeah.
It's like we
You like
blessed, living good, the bills is paid,
I'm
we eating
saying?
like what's the problem?
Say something. Give me some damn feedback. God damn it.
that.
I can't give you no feedback. So I give you
You looking at
feedback
me like,
because sometimes I have to sit back and just listen to you and let you get it all out. Because if not, it's like a hamster on a wheel. We're gonna keep going back and forth to it, back and forth to the same thing. I just sit back and listen to you.
like,
Hey, I ain't
we
gonna
got
lie, I'm
30.
guilty of that too. Sometimes I'll be talking, then I'll pause, and like Tristan say that, I'll be like, all right, so you ain't gonna say nothing?
Right, like, say
But
something,
Terrence,
God damn
no,
it.
listen, no, you know Mario because Mario is. If it ain't nothing, if you ain't agreeing with him, or if it ain't nothing he want to hear, then it's a whole nother situation. And I'm not dealing with that. I just like, all right, babe, you got it. I'm listening. I hear you. And he gets so passionate about stuff, and it's like I feel you, I can support you, but you can't always expect me to be as passionate as you are about it. I will support you to the end. I will do what you need me to do, but this is your baby. Like, I'm here for you. I'm here to support you. Tell me what you need me to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to get a dog, so that's my baby.
Boy, no.
Trish told me the same thing. Trish told me the same thing, Gooch. Like, you gotta accept that everybody ain't gonna be as passionate as you about stuff. Just like everybody ain't passionate about what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody to be as equally as passionate about what I'm doing. But the reality is nobody's gonna be as passionate about what I'm doing more than me. Cause
I be feeling stupid though, T, because I start talking about something. I've been talking for like 15 minutes. She looking at me like, nigga, I don't really care about this. I can tell. I'm like, damn, she doesn't. This is not like her lane at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's just listening at this point. There's no like banter. I'm like, I'm the only one talking. Like, okay, she's not interested in this.
Yeah, she's not.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's nothing wrong with that, but I'm like, damn, like this is the
thing. It's not that I'm interested, but if it's something that I don't know about, I'm observing and absorbing at this point, because I'm listening to what you said. I'm trying to understand exactly what. If it's something I don't know, ain't much I can say. I'm listening. I'm learning at this point.
Yeah, I understand that. Cause I started talking to Trish about investment shit, and it was over in like 2 minutes, probably less.
That's just like when I'm home and I'm telling Mario about all this medical stuff. He looking at me like, what?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'd be like, okay.
Right, and you observing and trying to figure it out. That's the same thing with me. When you be telling me something, I'm listening. It's not that I don't care. I'm not paying attention. I'm just listening to what you said. But so like I said, Mario will get mad. He be wanting you to be all in it. Then he want to try to play the victim. Like, why you looking at me like that? You looking at me like you think you better than me. I'm like, I ain't even looking. Like, I'm being mean. Like, I didn't even say anything.
There it is, dog. There it is. It's all coming out on the podcast. Great.
You know I call you my little sour patch. It's okay, babe.
Hey, man, this is what this show all about, man. Be real about it, man. Hey, we ain't holding back here, man.
It sounds like we all needed this link.
That's what's up.
We all need to have an outing. Me, you, your wife, and her, and we just need to just chill out. We need to have an outing one day.
Hey, man, shoot. Oh yeah, man. We need to.
Yeah, we said that. Me and her said that. We're like, we need to link up because I'm back now, so we're gonna do that.
Yeah.
When the weather break, it's been cold lately.
We actually coming down there. Shit. We got a real estate meeting that we got down there in Savannah. I think we going down there Friday. I think it's Friday. We'll be down there Friday afternoon. So I mean, we can link up with y'all after we get out that meeting.
Yeah, just let me know, bro. I'll let you know because I go to work Monday, but I don't know what my schedule like. But I'll probably be home and shit. Who knows? Just let me know, bro.
Brandon, you work Friday?
I don't remember. I think so. Cause I think I'm off like Saturday, Sunday, Monday, or something like that.
We can link up Saturday then. I mean, we're off Saturday too. Oh, you know, Super Bowl Sunday.
Is it?
Yeah.
Maybe link up Sunday.
Link up then?
Probably you probably come over. I'll put some on the grill. I'll see if I'm off, man. I'll put some on the grill. You come through or some shit.
You did say Sunday, right, Brandy? You did say Sunday.
Yeah, I think I'm off like Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I think I work Friday, but I gotta check for sure. But I know I'm off. I think that weekend. All
right, cool. Yeah.
We'll figure it out. I'll let you know, man. I don't know. Like I said, I'll find out Monday what my schedule is like. But I'll probably be off that night either way. But we'll figure it out, man. But we've been over 2 hours, man. We trying to
man. Hey, we might as well wrap this shit up, man. We over here doing a whole goddamn schedule planning.
Right. It was a good show, man. Thank you, Brady, for coming through. We really appreciate the.
Thank you, Brady. I appreciate you.
And you welcome.
Again. Oh, what did you say?
I said you're welcome. I'll be downstairs to see you in a minute.
Oh, thanks. I can't wait.
See? Yeah, you are.
I'm serious. I can't wait. It'll be great. We have a conversation about this dog I'm about to get.
All right.
I'm
So,
about to get my dog.
I'm about to get a dog, y'all.
Terrence, you got an extra room over there?
nope, I am at full capacity.
No vacancy.
Well,
Huh?
that's all right. He know how to ruck and get his own, pull his own. Where your sleeping bag at, baby?
Oh, you
Let's
know
shut
what?
the house.
Hold on. I do got an extra bed in the garage. So yeah,
Yeah.
I got a bed in the garage.
All right, him and old Fido be right there in the garage.
All right. Brandy gonna be sleeping in that bench she just got.
Hey, I got all the amenities in there. I got heated seats. You know, that's all I need.
Jesus
Oh
Christ.
man.
T man, we out, bro.
All
Hey
right, bro.
man,
Hey man, much love
one
to
love,
y'all,
man.
man. Much love, man.
Man, one
Peace
love,
out.
bro. Make it up though.
No doubt. Text me, man. We'll link up Sunday.
All right, brother.
All right, man. Hey, later.
Yeah, man. Peace.